Hello, my senior Conways. Today we're in 5-7 graphing a linear inequality in the coordinate plane. Okay, the objective is to graph a linear inequality into variables. Okay, so it's going to look kind of like these two examples down here. We're going to draw a line, then you're going to shade in one side of the graph, and instead of an equal sign, you have an inequality sign. Okay? All right, I want you to write down, I'm not going to read these two, I want you to write down all of these steps right here, how to graph the solutions of a linear inequality. Same thing that's in your orange textbook. Okay? And then your third and fourth step over here. So if you need to pause the video, please do. Write down these steps. And then we're going to jump right into it, okay? Okay, so I'm assuming you wrote down all the rules and all the steps. Let's get into it. So our first step, like you just wrote down, is to go and change it into slope-intercept form. Okay, so let's go ahead and subtract this 2x on both sides. Okay, so we'll get 3y equals negative 2x plus y. Then let's divide by 3 on both sides. Okay, so we're going to get y equals, actually I'm going to write it over here. Y equals negative 2 over 3x plus 3, okay? Now just for the moment, okay? No, I'm sorry, I should have had that on there, I apologize. Okay, so just for the moment, we're going to change it to this equal sign, okay? And we're going to graph it, okay? So let's graph it. So it looks like our y-intercept is 3, so we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, okay? It's negative 2 over 3, so we're going to go down 3, or down 2, sorry, over 3. So down 1, 2 over 3. Okay, down 2 over 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. All right, then I'm going to draw my line. Again, you're going to use a ruler. I can't because I'm on this smart board here. It's a terrible line. I apologize. Okay. All right, now we go back to our original equation. So the original slope-intercept form was y is less than or equal to negative 2/3 x plus 3. Now, as you read in your rules, it's a horrible 3, sorry. Whenever, okay, you have a less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you're going to have a solid line, okay? All right, so now it said to shade the half plane below the line. Why is it below the line, you ask? Because it's saying y is less than this right here. So then we're going to take, let's take yellow. We're just going to shade this area in. This example is in your textbook on page 136 if you need one, okay? That's it, okay? That last thing you're going to do is you're going to check it by taking, a couple coordinate points and plugging it into your equation to see if they work. So let's plug in 0, 3. Okay? Plug in 0, 3 to your problem. So let's just, okay. Let's do 0, 3. Okay. Okay, we're going to plug it into our problem. Y equals 3, so we're going to have 3 is less than or equal to 0 times negative 1/3 plus 3, okay? When that gets down to the barrel, we're going to get 3 is less than or equal to 3, which is correct. That's a true statement, okay? So right here, 0, 3, which is right there, is a true statement, okay? When it's less than or equal to, whatever, you can use dots or points that are on that line to see if it's true as well. Okay, so just did that one. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, first things first, get into slope-intercept form. Okay, now before we start, I want you to look at this equation. Think about it if you're going to have a solid line or a dashed line on your coordinate plane. Okay, think about that for a second. What do you think? You guys are so smart. Dash. You guys are geniuses. Sweet little baby cakes. So smart. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to subtract 4x on both sides. Okay. Negative 2y equal, oops. What do I keep doing that? Negative 2y is less than, okay, negative 4x, okay, minus 1, okay. All right, now we have a negative 2 attached to our y, so we're going to divide by negative 2 on both sides. Remember that rule still applies. We're still dealing with inequalities. Whenever you divide by negative on both sides, what happens to your inequality sign? It's going to flip, okay. So that's going to cancel out. That's going to be y is now greater than 2x plus 1/2. Okay? So now to graph it, all you're going to do is substitute this for an equal sign. Okay? So y equals 2x plus 1/2. So let's graph it. So it's going to be about 1/2. So it's going to be about right here for our y-intercept. Okay? Kind of, a little bit, kind of sloppy. All right, so let's go up 2 and over 1. So up 2 over 1. Okay. Up 2 and over 1. Okay. Now again, this line is going to be dashed. Okay, so again, mine will look terrible because, and it's also going to look dotted because I can't make dashes with this one. We're going to put little arrows on the end of it. It's supposed to look like dashes, guys. There we go. Sorry, that looks so terrible. Okay. Alrighty, now we're going to check it. Now it says y. I'm going to go back to it to see which area that we shade. Again, this is above the line right here. Above. Below. Okay. So, let's erase that because that looks terrible. Okay. So, original equation was y is greater than 2x plus 1/2. Okay. So, let's just start. We're going to shade in this part. Okay, let's pick a spot. Oops. That was weird. Okay, oops. Okay, so we're going to shade in that spot. So let's pick a spot. Let's pick 0, 0. Okay. If 0, 0 works. Okay. So we'll do 0. Put it in there for y is greater than 2 times 0 plus 1/2. Okay. That would be false. Okay. So 0, 0 would be on this side of it. If you can kind of see it, it's kind of hard to tell. Okay, so that would be a false statement. So that's why we shade on the other side of it. Okay? All right, x is greater than 1. Pretty simple. If x equals 1, okay, then on your coordinate plane, x equals 1, it's going to hit right here on the x-axis. It's going to be a dash line because there's not an equal sign underneath that inequality sign. Okay? So we're going to go, again, it's going to look really silly because I can't make a dash line to save my life, apparently. That's not too bad. With an arrow. Okay? And that's it, okay? So it says, now we're going to check ourselves to see where we need to go. So this is x is less than 1. Okay, we go back to original equation. That's what it says, okay? So if it says that, we're probably going to shade on the left side of our line, which is over here. It's probably going to shade over here. Again, you would like do a much better job shading than I would, okay? But let's check it. Okay, let's check with 0, 0 again, because 0, 0 is on the left side. Okay, is 0, oopsie, is 0 less than 1? That is a true statement. Okay, let's check with 1, 0. Okay. So it's 1 less than 1. That is a false statement. So that also confirms that this is a dashed line. So any point that is on this dashed line cannot be included for it to be a true statement. So if you look in your textbook, it goes right up to that line. So it kind of shades up right up to the line. So everything in this shaded area is a solution for this inequality. Okay? All right, so on your homework, it'll give you in a linear inequality, and then it'll have you check that point to see if it's true or false. Okay, so all you do is you're just going to plug it in there. Okay, so to say, like, determine whether or not the ordered pair is the solution for this linear inequality. Remember, this is your x, that's your y. Okay, so we'll do 4 greater than 1 plus 3. That is so that would say 4 is greater than 4, which is a false statement. Okay, so this coordinate is not a solution for that inequality. Okay? This last one I want you to do is to write the equation of the boundary line in the slope-intercept form. Describe each line as dashed or solid. Okay? So I want you to do 2y minus x less than or equal to 6. So solve that, hit play whenever you're ready for the answer. Okay, guys, so if you got y is less than or equal to 1/2 x plus 3, and it's a solid line, you did it totally correctly. Okay, so this may look a little confusing with the shading in the line, but it's really not. It's the exact same thing we've been doing, except there's one extra step. You have to shade a part of it and then check with certain points. Okay, that's it. So for your homework, I want you to try these 2 through 12 evens. Okay, so try these 2 through 12 even. Okay, good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow and we can work these out together in the workbook. Okay, bye guys.